Virgil van Dijk injury return will help prove ludicrous Liverpool myth wrong. Liverpool have suffered with injuries more than any other team this season, but the narrative around their performances is ignoring that fact. As Liverpool warmed up at Anfield against Southampton, the narrative around the Reds in the television studio was a baffling one. Sure, Liverpool have not played well for large portions of this season. That they have any hope at all of getting into the Champions League places is nothing short of a miracle, with others like Leicester, Everton and Tottenham possibly letting them off the hook, having also slipped up plenty. Even Chelsea, had they had Thomas Tuchel in charge for slightly longer, could have been out of sight. But the reasons for Liverpool being so far off the standards they have set are clear to most. It is far quicker to list the Reds players who have not been injured for a spell this season than those who are missing. This season they are just not at the races, said Micah Richards on Sky Sports as Liverpool prepared for their 2-0 victory over Ralph Hasenhüttl's men. I don't think there are too many Liverpool players who can say that they were better this year than last year, added Jamie Redknapp. Despite what the pundits were suggesting, there really is no mystery to solve. And that is without touching the frankly ridiculous intimation that Mohamed Salah and Sadio Mane dislike each other so much that their relationship is affecting their performances. Which came primarily from Richards. Quite apart from the fact that Salah has assisted Mane more than any other Reds player during his Liverpool career. The pair have scored 205 goals between them since Salah arrived from AS Roma in 2017. Only when things go wrong do explanations have to be found, but that nonsense is far from sound reasoning. That, though, is a story for another day. These words are purely for those who are struggling to comprehend why a team with so many injuries has struggled to navigate their way through. A testing season where fixtures have come thick and fast. Liverpool do not have the strength in depth of Manchester City nor Chelsea. But even those sides would have struggled with the number of injuries that the Reds have had this season. After all, was the absence of Aymeric Laporte not the reason that Liverpool were so many points clear last season? As Andrew Beasley posted on Twitter on Saturday night, in the previous 4 seasons, Liverpool played 213 matches. The most players they had missing at any one time was 6, which happened 7 times. They have been without 7+ players for half of their games in 2020-21, and, against Southampton, set a new record of 10 injuries. It is well before that point that injuries become not an excuse, but an explanation, and a genuine one this time, not baseless speculation. So too is it a reason to believe that things will get better next season once players return. A Liverpool team with Van Dijk this season, forget all of the others on the absence list, would have finished inside the top 4 places with matches to spare. With the Dutchman and others back fit next year, Liverpool will be transformed. The evidence for that is shown in this graph, also posted by Andrew Beasley. Who charted the relationship between the number of points Liverpool have picked up and the number of players out injured since 2016, all under Klopp. The correlation could not be more clear. What that shows is that, quite simply, had Liverpool had fewer injuries this season, they would have had more points. That goes for Van Dijk, but it also goes for the rest of the players who have been missing. Joe Gomez, Joel Matip, Jordan Henderson, Fabinho, Trent Alexander-Arnold and countless others. Liverpool not at the races this season? It doesn't take too much thinking to work out why.